But what does it say about a senior and a junior and Carolina and Buffalo in respect that what they did leadership-wise, responsibility-wise to overcome, what the freshman struggle?
Well, I mean, without Bria, without Bria Hartley, we know what our limitations are. We know what our warts are without Bria. That puts an awful lot of pressure on Caroline, and then it puts an awful lot of pressure on Mariah. So we really needed Caroline to play great, and she did. And she needed to give us a lot of minutes, and she did. And she needed to make a lot of the plays that she made. Because that allows, Mariah to just kind of come along and do her thing and kind of get over the hump that you have to get over as a freshman. And you would hope that that's what, Caroline Doty's won a lot of games, and I would think that means something. That you remember what kind of plays you have to make, and what you have to say in the huddle, and what kind of leadership, you have to provide. And Stefanie, she's kind of the personality of our team. Exactly the way she played today was who we are. That's who we are. Right the way Stefanie played, that's our team right now.
Kelly, she's 110 years.
Yeah, Kelly. The first 5 minutes of the second half, Kelly kept her scholarship because I was about ready to strangle her at halftime. Kelly, one of the things that you worry about, remember I said this earlier, one of the things you worry about as a senior, that I worry about for seniors, is they try to do so many things. They want to accomplish everything, every possession, and they want to kind of leave it all out on the floor. It's their senior year, and they want to guard all 5 players. They want to score every time. They want to make every assist. They want to make every play. And nobody, is more prideful of that than Kelly, for sure. And my job all year long is just going to be to slow her down and just kind of get her to play at a nice pace, and that's exactly what she did in the second half. So, yeah, the freshmen are going to get all the attention because that's just the way life is. It's all everybody wants to talk about. But in reality, Caroline, Stefanie, and Kelly, when it comes time to win games, I trust them. I trust them more than I trust a lot of other people. And Kia Stokes was great today. Jesus. I mean, golly. It's miracles. She was great. She was really, really, really good.
You guys came out right away, clearly establishing Stefanie Brady inside. You just felt like you could exploit the way they played you. They really take it down inside.
Well, the thing that we tried to fix at yesterday's practice was we're a really good outside shooting team, and the danger with that is sometimes you just come down and pass the ball once and just start attacking the front shots. And we really made a concerted effort to get the ball in the lane. And with Stefanie's, with her footwork and her mobility and where she is right now mentally, we throw it to her, something good's going to happen. We're either going to get a bucket, she's going to get fouled, she's going to get an assist, or something good's going to happen. And we just thought if we keep doing that, it's going to put their big guys under a lot of pressure. Other than turnovers, I really don't have a lot to complain about today, to be honest with you.
What kind of a difference does Kia Stokes make in this team when she's playing as well as she did today?
Well, again, there's things that Kia can do that if she does those things every day, then she has a huge impact on her team. I mean, you see how long she is, so it's hard to shoot over her. So you've got another defender that's a little bit different than Stefanie, but a little more experienced, I hope, than Brianna Stewart. So you've got another defender that they have to shoot over. She's long enough that she can get the rebounds that some people can't get to when she puts her mind to it. And again, Brianna Stewart, Kia Stokes, Morgan Tuck, you know, those guys, they just need to be solid. They don't have to be great. You know, Stephanie needs to be great, Kelly needs to be great, Caroline, those guys need to be great, because they have the ability to do that, because they have the experience. Those guys just need to be solid. And today, I would say it was Kia's best effort since October 15th, I think. I would think. Since October 15th, today was her best effort.
Is that showing up in practice as well, or just?
You know what, the last, I noticed it, the last week, yeah, I've noticed it. There's been a difference, absolutely. You know, it's not a mystery, you know, in our program. You know, if you come to practice and you work really hard and make some improvements in your game, you know, you do some things, you play well. You know, we're not as complicated as people think. You know?
Coach, thanks to what happened earlier this week, college is #1 in the nation tomorrow. How do you think the same team, you know, your sophomores obviously have never been in that position before. How do you think it'll adjust to the top team?
I don't think anything. You know, Baylor losing. You know, that would be like, you know, if we played, you know, we played a really good team like Stanford, you know, and we didn't have Rio Hartley and they beat us. That wouldn't necessarily mean that we're not as good a team as we were, you know, before that. So the fact that they played without, you know, Odyssey Sings, they're one of the best players, one of the best players in the country. I don't know that automatically means they're not the best team in the country. So I don't think it's going to mean anything to us one way or the other. 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 4. I don't think that kind of stuff matters to our team anymore. You know, we've got guys on our team that have been 1, they've been 2, they've been 3. We've been a little bit of everything. It doesn't really matter.
Coach talked about you wanted to establish you in the low post. How important is it to you to be that foundation of this team that they need to get something done, that they have confidence to post you up and throw you the ball?
Yeah, you can have it.
I just think it helps to kind of open up other things, and when the ball definitely comes inside, I'm always, if there's double team, I'm always looking to pass it out, get an open shot, and just kind of help the team run the offense. I think being a center, people don't think that you can be a leader. That always has to be a guard, but I think being a center, I can, you know, I'm kind of seeing everything. I can help people, you know where they have to be and just kind of know all the spots. So I'm just always there to kind of help the team, and, you know, when they need me and when our guards can spread the floor so much, it just makes it easier for me in the paint.
Stephanie, how much of a difference is it inside for you this year, now that you have more post players to kind of open it up?
It's extremely different. I mean, with the other posts and all the guards, I mean, the last couple of games, they've obviously showed that they can shoot the ball. So I think, you know, teams are going to, you know, kind of make sure they take away the jump shots, which definitely spreads the floor so much that it kind of opens up the paint, and having, you know, Stewie in there, or Kia that can knock down the shot, it just makes it a lot easier for me and for my job down there.
Does it surprise you how open you get the ball, there'd be no one there, you drill the ball, there'd be no one there? It seemed like, did it surprise you just how easy it felt today?
It actually did. The one time I turned over because I went too fast because I was expecting a double and there was nothing. So it definitely kind of, not surprised me, but, you know, it kind of caught me off guard. But once I kind of took a step back and slowed down, you know, I knew it. So I just had to, you know, anytime I got the ball, be patient with it and just, you know, finish.
Kelly, what did it say? This team had 27 assists on 32 baskets.
I mean, I think that's kind of how this program usually runs. You know, we have a lot of depth, especially this year compared to last year. And like Coach was saying, we have points coming from every direction. So the more and more we work on our passing and perfecting our passing, the better it's going to be. But that's one of the strongest parts of our game, is that we have a lot of good passers, a lot of good shooters, a lot of good posts who can score inside and outside. So that's always going to be something, hopefully, as long as we keep working at it, that will make it tough to guard.
Kelly, how do you think being number 1 affects the team's mindset?
I don't know about other teams, but for us, like Coach said, it's kind of something that we don't look at. I think those are the type of people they recruit, and on top of that, they instill that in us even more once we get here. All that stuff's on paper. The stuff that really matters is what comes out on the court. So we don't even really look at that as anything.
How important is it, you talk about the quick passing, the end of the half, bang, 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 you get a nice little jump around the baseline. You're talking about going into halftime like that when you execute, when you get the ball 4 seconds ago, you didn't make that play.
That was out of a timeout, by the way.
I tweeted that tomorrow through something.
I don't want to hear any more crap about don't call any timeouts.
That was all him. He called that one.
Thank you.
You know.
No, he drew that one up, and we were actually talking about, we thought we were going to have a look. The time came a lot faster than we thought, so we kind of ran out a little bit, but Kay did a good job coming off, getting open, and Steph did a great job finishing the basket.
We have a history of not being so good coming out of timeouts in the last 30 seconds of the half or something like that. Usually do something stupid.
Coach, can you just address Stephanie's play, especially, this year, the difference from last year?
Yeah, great difference. Does she look great? No, for real, she's done really well, and everybody knows the transformation that she's made, and tonight is a good example of how much of an impact she has on our team, and how much that transformation, what she's worked on, and what she's improved, is going to continue to improve the entire year, and how much, like I said, how much impact that not only has on the rest of the post players, but the outside, the guards. It opens everything up, and it makes it really hard to guard.
Coach talked about slowing you down. How do you feel about your pace of play and where you're at right now? How do you feel?
I think he's right. He said the mindset of a senior is going in and trying to do everything as hard as you possibly can, and sometimes you overthink things, and like you said, you go too fast. So I will keep that in mind and try to work on that.
Yeah, can you just talk about contribution of Kia today?
Kia did awesome. It's like Coach was saying, she's been doing well in practice, and it definitely showed in tonight's game just because, I think she had a different mindset, And there was one where there's a ball on the ground, she went after it. Normally she kind of just would kind of jog over to it, but she really went after it, and, she went after it on the defensive end. She got a few, how many blocks did she have? Three. She had 3 blocks, which is awesome. She just had an aggressiveness that I don't think she's had in the beginning of the season, so it's definitely good, and, kind of keep it up.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.